So, over the final 21 minutes, you guys had 8 total baskets as a team. Was that a matter of the Jazz defense figuring some things out, or was it just a matter of you guys getting the looks, but the ball just not dropping for you?
Most nights when that happens, it's a little bit of both. They were pretty aggressive all night, trying to run us off 3-point line. We had a lot of good looks mid-range and all that, especially towards the end of the third quarter that didn't fall. So you have to give them credit. We obviously can make adjustments on the fly to keep getting good looks. And do that. Nitpick a couple, tough turnovers where you see a lot of attention. You got to make the right pass. But there's a snowball of missed shots and then giving up threes on the other end. And especially on the road, you're not going to win many games like that. You're going to get blown out a couple times like that. So we got to fix that.
How big an issue rebounding been lately? I mean, you guys are kind of top of the league most of the year, but not lately.
Yeah, it's obviously when you're winning, you can address that and overcome that. And it's not really a talking point. And a night like tonight happens where you got Azubuike and Whiteside and even Donovan was getting there. He had double-digit rebounds. And that is becoming an issue. The offensive rebounds, obviously, especially where that possession against OKC was kind of funny. We had like 7 offensive rebounds or something. That's what it felt like. And then tonight, across the board, didn't do a good job of protecting that end of the floor. And it sucks because when you do take care of that, we're fast enough to turn it into transition offense. But if you don't take care of that, it's pretty glaring. Bad night. So I don't know what the numbers look like across the last 10, 15 games, whatever. But we have to do that collectively and help Loon out down there, figure it out.
6 blocked shots in the first half. What effect does that have on not just the game, but like on morale too? Juan said it can be a little demoralizing.
It can be if you want to just keep bashing your head against the wall and not make different adjustments. Like obviously they have what they have in size and presence down there. They don't have in terms of being able to guard both drives and kicks. So we have to be committed to knowing they're going to play those 2 big guys and just sit in the paint all night. You got to do something different. So it's a good learning lesson for a night-to-night situation where, the last game against OKC, they didn't really have much rim protection. We could give wherever we wanted to in the paint. Tonight's the exact opposite. You got to be smart enough to make those adjustments and trust that it's going to work. And even if you don't make shots from the perimeter, if you keep creating those good looks over the course of 48, you're going to hopefully be in good shape. You still might lose, but like you said, morale will be a lot better because you're creating good shots and they're not getting transition focus on the other end.
How many of the issues in tonight can just be attributed to the size disadvantage against Utah?
I think matchups are tough because, you could have perfect defense and they just are at the right place, right time, right length, and can get offensive rebounds. But without having looking at the film, there could be technique stuff or effort stuff that we could figure out. And I don't necessarily know how much goes in each bucket on that front.
Are you in talks with Bob in the front office at all this week?
No, they usually approach our core guys in terms of if there's any type of conversation going on. So that's usually how it goes.
Considering that it sounds like they haven't, I mean, you expect it to be quiet for you guys at the deadline?
For the most part, yeah. That would be the expectation. Second in the West, really good record. We've had some bad nights. We have some things we need to get better at. We understand that we're not playing championship basketball every night, but we have shown and demonstrated that. So I love the fact that the vibe in our locker room is kind of what it is after a loss. We've gone 1-9 straight, won with 10. Everybody's feeling it. We usually respond pretty well. And then you address certain glaring issues. It becomes a pattern. We're not there yet.
Do you remember the last time that you were nervous personally at the deadline or were in a room? I mean, it's got to have been 8-10 years, right?
2000. I was in a blessed situation where I don't know what's going on, but I think that Monte, Bogut, Bucks trade, Mark Jackson was there. That's time I remember hearing anything.
You were heavily involved in the rumor mill at that time around, right?
Yeah.
When you say the vibe in the locker room, do you just mean that like they really felt this loss? Like, is that what you're referencing?
Yeah. Usually been on certain teams, or you hear about certain teams where losses don't matter because you have 82 of them and you can always turn the page. That is true, but how important is it to figure it out on the fly and not letting this happen again? And you can feel that vibe. See how it goes tomorrow.
I think you might have one. Monty, if you have one on Zoom.
Yeah, Stephen, you were you led the team in rebounds on Monday. You were tied for the leading rebounder tonight. Do you need more from your big guys in the paint? Because Steve was talking about the amount of ball watching that goes on sometimes and seem to be bothered by it. Do you need more from the other guys?
We always need more from everybody. I think I'll make a joke. I stole 2 rebounds from Loon last game, and we laughed about it. So he should have had 2 more. I was in the right place, right time. But over the course of the game, we definitely need more from everybody in terms. And that's kind of Connor's question. I don't know how much of that was like technique or effort or being proactive. That stuff you got to watch the film to see every possession, to see every shot. What happened, all 5 guys, where were you at? So we'll go through that. They've been on us to make that a priority. We got to figure it out.
Great, thank you. Appreciate everybody. Obviously, no shooter on tomorrow.